All right, guys. So in this video, I decided to include my face so that you see it's me. It's not AI. It's Mr. Mesh in the flesh. All right. I'm not going to waste much of your time, so let's get into it. We are going to discuss the questions I put at the end of the section on perfect competition. 2 questions for you guys to practice. I hope you managed to get them. If not, let's get through them together. The first question was firm in a perfectly competitive market, and what you had to do was to draw 2 diagrams, one on the left showing the market, one on the right showing the firm, and indicate short-term economic losses, and then explain how this changes in the long run. All right, how does this change in the long run? This is pretty straightforward, right? The market, you can call it a market, you can call it the industry. On aggregate, all the firms, the market is aggregated, it's all the firms. You have the price and you have the quantity. The demand and supply follow the laws of demand and supply. Like the law of demand, price and quantity have a negative relationship. Law of supply, price and quantity have a positive relationship. When they meet is the equilibrium here. This is the equilibrium price. This is the equilibrium quantity. I'm going to call this supply 1, and I'm going to call this the first equilibrium 1. And the firms in a perfectly competitive market are price takers. So these firms are going to take the price as given. So the price, cost, yep, quantity here, they take the price as given by the market. So the price is going to be this one. They take it as given. And remember, this price is the demand. It's the marginal revenue. It's the average revenue. And the question was, they're making economic losses. So if they're making economic losses, the minimum point of the average total cost curve is above the price. So the average total cost curve, the minimum point lies above the price. And where the marginal cost, this is the marginal cost curve. Remember, where the marginal cost is equal to the marginal revenue is the profit maximizing level of output for any market structure. So this is the profit maximizing level of output for the firm, and hence we have this is the profit maximizing level of, this is the economic loss. Actually, this is the economic loss for the firm, because this is the minimum point of the average total cost curve, which is above the price. So the cost per unit is higher than the money we get for selling each unit. This is a loss. So I said you must indicate this loss which they make in the short run. However, what would happen in the long run is that more firms are going to enter this market because they want to capture. They want to capture the economic profit. So more firms they want to, more firms firms are going to leave the market. I apologize. Firms are going to leave the market because they don't want to make losses. So they leave this market and it reduces the supply. The supply curve is going to shift. The supply curve is going to shift to the left like this. And this supply curve shifts until it reaches a price at equilibrium 2. It reaches this price. I'm going to call it P2. And at this price, the minimum point of the average total cost curve just touches the demand curve. This is now the demand 2, average marginal revenue 2, average revenue 2. So it will continue to go down until it just touches the minimum point. The price will continue to go up until it just touches the minimum point of the average total cost curve. Right. So this would be the solution for the first part. I'm sure most of you were able to do this. The second part, first, what are the names of the curves D, E, F? D, marginal cost. E, average total cost. F, average variable cost. Okay, so that's fine. At which point is profit maximized? Profit is maximized at the point at which the marginal cost is equal to the marginal revenue. So this is the marginal cost. This is the marginal revenue. You see, the next question says, what does G represent? It represents demand. It represents average revenue. It represents a marginal revenue. So it is marginal revenue where it meets marginal cost. The point is C. So this is the point. This is the point where profit is maximized and at a quantity of Q3. So the quantity produced is Q3 here. All right. And then part D, from which point is the firm's short-run supply curve? Remember the shutdown rule. The firm should shut down if it's not able to meet its variable cost. So any point below the average variable cost is equal to, any point below the average variable cost is the shutdown. We shut down. We do not produce below the average variable cost. So we're going to produce at this point going up. So from point A going all the way up to point D is the supply. So the supply is from A to D. That's the short-run supply curve along the marginal cost. From the minimum point of the average variable cost going all the way up along the marginal cost curve. All right. And is the firm making economic profit, loss, or normal profit? Because the price is higher than the minimum point of the total cost curve, this firm is making economic profit. The price, this price is higher than this minimum point B, so we are making economic profit. And then what does the vertical distance between E and F represent? Remember, E is average total cost, F is average variable cost. Your average total cost is equal to average variable cost plus average fixed cost. So the difference between these two curves, the average fixed cost, would be average total cost minus average variable cost. So this distance, just at any point, this distance between the two represents the average fixed cost. And this, you see the gap between these two curves continues to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as the output increases. Why is that? I want you guys to think about that. Why is that the gap between the two curves continues to get smaller and smaller and smaller as the output increases? So yeah, this is Mr. Mesh. I hope you guys are enjoying economics. Peace. I'm out.